Revelations of the reavers, guzzling and groping girls unchaste, courses of the foam and fornicating, rumors in the best of taste. Copper for rumor, sir, oh madam, copper for rumor, who will buy? Silver for a slight exaggeration, gold for an outright lie. Copper for rumor, cheap and cheerful, copper for rumor, take your pick. Titillating tidbits, teasing trifles, what makes a country tick? Sitting at a standstill, trade stagnating, copper in your belt pouch, not worth beans. I can make connections undercover, rumors are the ways and means. Mercenaries murdered, manhunt mounted, moral degradation bursting crime. I can give you all the juicy details, rumors in their place and time. Copper for rumor, sir, oh madam, copper for rumor, who will buy? Silver for a slight exaggeration, gold for an outright lie. Copper for rumor, cheap and cheerful, copper for rumor, take your pick. Titillating tidbits, teasing trifles, what makes a country tick? Rebels on the rampage, reavers raving, puzzle of a princeling not proved dead. I can give you guess as good as any, rumors on my daily bread. Maybe there's a man who at midnight meetings, magic of the mystics used to kill. I can give you nightmares, make your flesh creep, rumors are the cheapest thrill. Copper for rumor, sir, oh madam, copper for rumor, who will buy? Silver for a slight exaggeration, cheap and cheerful, copper for rumor, take your pick. Titillating tidbits, teasing trifles, what makes a country tick? Come and get your rumors, I got plenty. Take them in the spirit that they're sold. Nothing can be proved one way or t'other, neither will I be so bold. Liberty of speech is fundamental. All I do is say what you don't care. Seeking vain for substance, not my business. Nothing but a load of air. Copper for rumor, sir, oh madam, copper for rumor, who will buy? Silver for a slight exaggeration, cheap and cheerful, copper for rumor, take your pick. Titillating tidbits, teasing trifles, what makes a country tick? Talk, what makes a country tick? That's Rumour-Monger.by Zander Nyrond. It's on The Filk of Human Kindness, which is now available. You can find it in the dealer's room. Something very different. On a day of wind and rain, my daughter said to me, the clouds are full of things today. Oh, mommy, can you see? What kind of things? I asked her as the clouds went rushing by. There's whales and seals and dolphins all swimming in the sky. I took her from the window and I sat her on my knee, and I told her, stop this foolishness and listen well to me. There's no such thing as dolphins, and there's no such thing as whales. They're creatures out of fantasy and children's fairy tales. But now my daughter's quiet, and when she spends too long alone, gazing from the window at the clouds all tossed and blown. And I know that one day soon now, when she's old enough to dare, she'll want to leave this shielded dome and taste the poisoned air, and she'll learn about the oceans and the clouds that hide the sun. And in spite of all our lying, she will know what we have done, for there's no such thing as dolphins, and there's no such thing as whales. They're creatures out of fantasy and children's fairy tales. Thank you. That's another one by Zander Nyrond. He's going to be the Interfilk Guest of Honor at Ohio Valley Film Festival this year. And we're going to be working on a tape. So some of the things you're going to hear are things that are going to wind up on the tape. This, however, I'm doing because this just happens to be a Hilton. There's a Hilton in the sky for all the good men when they die. The elevators never stick, the banquets don't serve plastic chicken, only grade A prime, and you're guaranteed a real good time. It just goes on and on. If you're good enough to go to heaven, come. It's membership by invitation only, and all the hotel rooms and meals are comps. The wet bar in the Con suite is a freebie, and all femmes are ready for a romp. The bathtubs all are filled with girls and jello, and every author waits your beck and call. They ask for your advice on their new novels, and ask for autographs out in the hall. There's a Hilton in the sky for all the good men when they die. The panels never start till 3. No one disturbs you when you're sleeping. All the Filk songs rhyme, and you're guaranteed a real good time. It just goes on and on. If you're good enough to go to heaven, come. There's mirrors on the ceiling in each bedroom, and 3D videos on every wall, and levitators waiting at your elbow for the times when you're too drunk to even crawl. The dealer's room extends eternal credit. They just forget to send the bills along. And when you make your way into the film room, you find you've been immortalized in song. There's a Hilton in the sky for all the good men when they die. The bidding parties never end, and all the other men are friendly. Boredom is a crime, and you're guaranteed a real good time. It just goes on and on. If you're good enough to go to heaven, come. Thank you. Gosh, you guys are being a lot of fun. Okay, where are you? Ah. This is a song by another writer that I ran into and fell in love with her work in England. Her name is Talis Kimberley, and she is the British Filt Guest of Honor at Vibraphone this year in February. So if you happen to be in England in February, you should run down to Brighton and hear Talis in person. Lacking that, I'll try to do the best I can. He sleeps the deep, deep sleep of a sated lover. He dreams the twisting dreams of a human man. She leaves the tumbled bed and the warm bed cover and shuts the bedroom door with a gentle hand. She needs no candlelight when the full moon calls her. Her cambric gown lies on the floor. She puts on velvet like a second skin, beast without, woman within. She puts on velvet like a cloak and hood. She knows what's next, nothing good. She puts on velvet and it fits like a glove. She doesn't hate and she doesn't love. She's a beast without and a woman within. When she puts on velvet like a second skin. She stalks the deep dark woods as a savage creature. She hunts because she needs to kill. She scents the prey and touches a brief, bright rapture. It never lasts, but she knows what will. She stills, she leaps, and the neck snaps backward. She feeds till the hunger is appeased. She puts on velvet like a second skin, beast without, woman within. She puts on velvet like a cloak and hood. She knows what's next, nothing good. She puts on velvet and it fits like a glove. She doesn't hate and she doesn't love. She's a beast without and a woman within. When she puts on velvet like a second skin. She's home to wash herself of the blood she's wearing. Her lover's still asleep upstairs. He stirs and mumbles as she slips in swearing. It'll never be his blood she wears. So long as sun-done beast can be found by morning, the kiss which wakes her lover needn't hurt. She puts on velvet like a second skin, beast without, woman within. She puts on velvet like a cloak and hood. She knows what's next, nothing good. She puts on velvet and it fits like a glove. She doesn't hate and she doesn't love. She's a beast without and a woman within. When she puts on velvet like a second skin, like a second skin. Velvet by Talis Kimberley.
Kathy, I'd like to know how you're manipulating that balloon.
Hey, I didn't do get together. I could. No, you'd all go asphyxiated trying to breathe for me, so. No, I have other things I would do. I got this really sweet and absolutely exquisite present when I first showed up at the convention from Jane down there in the front row. And she just happens to be sitting next to someone I would like to come up here on the stage. Surprise! Kathleen! No. You know what this is, don't you? Kathleen Sloan, she's very good. She's been doing this wonderful harmony. Oh, I figured it would be a surprise, and you do it really good. I think so. You were a hollow look with horror in your hands. You were a magic mind with art at your command. You were an innocent with all the lessons still to learn. You went away from me, I know you never can return. Edward, I am dancing in your snow, even though you cannot see me tonight, as the light and fragile crystals touch the lines upon my face and melt among the tears. I'm dancing here for you, in spite of all my fears. The love has seen me through. I am dancing here for you. You wore your cookie heart upon your sleeve for me. I started trembling when you finally let me see. You were a shining knight with flashing blade and loving heart, until the winter night that tore your gentle world apart. Edward, I am dancing in your snow, even though you cannot see me tonight, as the light and fragile crystals touch the lines upon my face and melt among the tears. I'm dancing here for you, in spite of all my fears. The love has seen me through. I am dancing here for you. And in my mind tonight, I see you climb the stair. I see your scissor hands caress the ice with care. And as the crystal fragments melt upon the midnight skies, I'm dancing once again with teardrops in my eyes. Edward, I am dancing in your snow, even though you cannot see me tonight, as the light and fragile crystals touch the lines upon my face and melt among the tears. I'm dancing here for you, in spite of What? A minute? 8 minutes. 8-0. Okay? This is another one that's going to be on our tape, Zander's and mine. It's lyrics by the Countess and tune by Zan, and it's a wonderful vampire song. That's very distracting.
This is our mascot.
I'm getting over.
Oh, rise up, my fair one, to the shades. Your price I paid. I have walked the lands of chaos, and the elder lords betrayed. My steed is swift as lightning lingers. My sword is sharp as poison death. My cloak is warm and will protect you. My song is fate upon your breath. Oh, rise up, my fair one. I have combs to bind your hair. I have gems to light your fingers. I have furs to warm my lair. Here are silks from ancient China, fans and brass yearn to own. Here are gifts from ancient Egypt that I offer to atone. Oh, rise up, my fair one, for the moon is risen high. It is time to wake my dear one. It is time for sleep to die. Shake off the dreams of men that haunt you. Demons dear must not be coy. Open wide your eyes in wonder. Taste again my love's dark joy. Thank you. Okay, the last song. It's going to be a sing-along. Is it going to be an old folk sing-along or another piece from the tape we're going to be doing? Old sing-along? Something else from the tape?
Sing along.
They're both sing-alongs, guys.
You sing along. You sing both.
So it's going to be something from the tape. This is the true story. What? Well, hey, I like Zander's work better than I like John Denver's, so. This is called Mizpah, and it's easy to catch up on. The end of it is a little bit different than you think it's going to be, so just be aware. She was born in the faith of the Sacred Heart and the sacrifice upon the tree, and he stood by the faith of the standing stone, but their love was destined to be. When he met her, he saw a gold ring she wore with an ancient charm, it was engraved, and the first time they parted, she read it to him, that his grieving heart might be saved. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. They were joined in the faith of the Sacred Heart, though their love was sealed long before, and he still put his faith in the standing stone and the golden rings they both wore. On the outside they were plain as tradition ordained, with such rings no adornment must bear, but tight against their skins was the ancient charm, and a promise their two hearts could share. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. So whether your faith is in the Sacred Heart, or the crescent, the wheel, or the way, there's a truth for you in that ancient charm that can still have meaning today. For the power of love is much stronger above than all the faiths mankind can conceive, and you'll never be far off from the ones you love if you can say these words and believe. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lady watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. The Lady